Welcome to Industrial and Systems Engineering Online Standards, Requirements, and Regulations. Today I'll talk about OU lead-on strategy, the OU standards and recommendations that affect your courses, federal requirements and regulations which affect your ISE courses, and a process how to get it all done. OU renewed the strategic plan refresh of the Lead-On University strategic plan, and one strategy is for online, a plan to increase the number of classes offered and to be a regional force in online. The expand to reach the OU through online platforms with new and innovative educational pathways. A tactic for OU online then is to a plan for OU Online is to expand enrollment and credentials by delivering high-quality online and hybrid learning experiences across multiple degree levels and subjects to reach top 5 SEC level performance. The bottom line is to deliver high-quality courses with high-quality learning experiences that can be ramped up to scale for the ISE program. And these high-quality courses can be accomplished by following the recommendations and the requirements. OU standards have changed for your syllabus for the academic year. Maybe you got an email in the fall, but two things that are required on your syllabus are the learning outcomes, specific and accessible or testable outcomes, and a policy on the syllabus about generative AI. For the outcomes, that's all done for you. You already have that on your syllabus in the model course, and those are up and running. For the Gen AI policy, you may already have something, but the point is to be clear for the students that it's they know what you want in your course, so they don't email you and ask, but clear for the students. Maybe you have something you can just tweak, it's already in place, or you can copy from a template from the OU Center for Faculty Excellence, or use AI to make an AI policy as long as you know what you want from the students. And if you want to dig deeper, OU provides workshops for working with AI. One workshop is getting started with Gen AI in teaching. So if that interests you, you can keep going. Next in OU is we will have model courses, meaning that it's a master course, it's copyable. It provides consistency so you can scale up without diminishing the quality. And the process is that the instructional designer, me in this case, maintains and imports the course into your live course. If you want to have any changes, which always happens when you have a course and you make changes to respond to a bigger course or a different assignment, no problem. We'll make some changes on the model course. We communicate to see how you want to share that, share the information, and we maintain the course. It's a shared responsibility to maintain the course. If you make changes, you can go in and change the model course or talk to me and I can make changes so that it's up and running for the next run. It's up to standard what you want for the course. Next, courses do need a course overview. Some of you have that in your courses, and that is an introduction to you and the course, the value of the course, how you got involved in the course. This aligns with the standards that OU Online is following, called Quality Matters, but to know that this can be in text, it doesn't need to be a video, or it can be a video, and it does provide the students an immediate connection to you and the course. It gives you your presence. Beyond the photo, everyone has a photo of themselves, but beyond that, again, many of you already have this. To go ahead and make an overview video, yay, I will definitely help you through that. The overview videos, Take some time, probably about 4 hours of your time, to create that. You can certainly do what on the left-hand side Dr. Sluss did. He made the video in his local library in Tulsa, or Professor Barker made the video in the OU Media Center at 5 People's Place, or as Dr. Bromal made her video in her office. So there are options for you to make the video. If you want to do that, I am here to help you to get through those steps and make a very professional video that gives good social presence for you. Next on standards and regulations is a federal regulation called Regular and Substantive Interaction, which I will refer to as RSI. And this requirement is for any institution which has students who take federal financial aid. So, as a whole institution of OU, there are some students that get federal financial aid. Therefore, all the courses at OU need to follow RSI. We don't dig deep and see which students in which courses are having financial aid. It's just generally the institution. Three different things. On the top, instructor-initiated interaction. You email students, you give personal feedback on their assignments or discussion boards. You might have a video lecture with discussions, or even a poll if you do have a live session. Then lower right, regular interaction is that, meaning predictable. Office hours, which everyone has, is a great way to have the regular interaction. You state the hours and you know that you were there, and the students know that you were there. A really good way for regular interaction is having start of the week announcements or end of the week recap of what happened, maybe some ideas that were flown through the discussion board. Last, substantive on the left is personalized feedback on assignments. They know it's from you or a perspective and your expertise. You might give a summary of a whole discussion board thread or one-on-one discussion board interactions. So other ways to provide meaningful feedback and meaningful interaction. How can instructional designer help? We can talk about ideas from my background in adult learning, bringing in ideas of how to have substantive interaction. And the ideas are that the regular and substantive that fit your busy life and suits your personality. Don't do things that are not your personality. That's always painful, and you end up just not doing it. So you can also take some ideas that your colleagues have. One professor does regular weekly announcements, but he has a library of those, and those just go, there's a master copy, and any new run of the course, those same announcements come in, but he tweaks them for each course that runs. So he'll say individual things, but he has them all ready to go. So announcements that are set there and ready to go are easy as far as your time concerned. Next on a federal regulation is for accessibility. In 2024, the U.S. Department of Justice revamped their Title II ADA Act, with it coming online and being required for compliance by April 24, 2026, which is very close coming now. What does that mean for the accessibility? That means looking at the course and seeing what items need to be updated and accessible. Certainly, instructional designer task is to look at that, and I'm always looking at the accessibility in the model course just to make sure it at least follows some of the standards. Then the instructional designer can work with the instructor to address any bigger changes that are needed, that are identified. For example, perhaps there's a table, but really it's just a screenshot or an image of a table. So a way to work around to make that image accessible to everyone possible. There's other help. For example, there's an app coming online on Canvas in the spring called Panorama. It's a great accessibility app for instructors and for students. Then there's the accessibility checker on Canvas that's already there. And OUIT can provide help for you to making your course more accessible if needed. I don't know if you use the Canvas accessibility checker, but whenever you do any editing on a page, you'll notice at the bottom right, there'll be a little icon of a person in a circle down there on the bottom right, and it'll have a number indicating how many issues there are. Usually, Canvas provides an answer to the issues. You just say yes. So it's pretty easy to update your accessibility if you're editing a page. Okay. So what's next? I've mentioned OU standards, then the standards for RSI, or regular and substantive interaction, and then accessibility. To work to get these things, to get your course up to date, we connect and we share ideas. Up to you. Do you want to do email? Great. Zoom meeting, share a Google Doc, or just work directly on the Canvas model course. That's fine too, to make these updates on your course to meet the accessibility, the RSI, and the new OU standards. So upcoming will be me emailing you and letting you know that there's a course invitation. You'll be invited by Canvas for the model course. Go ahead and say yes, please, for that model course. It's just you and me in the course, or any instructional designer that will be working on the course, and you. So you have a lot of flexibility with that course, and it's just a workspace that you can make some notes on it too. Then we'll work on those changes into the model course, and OUES would like to be in charge of importing that master model course into any live coming course, but it's up to you what you're comfortable with. Again, I do it or you do it, but work from the model course, because that makes a nice accessible and checked over course for any future runs on your courses. Thank you very much.